Talks. If you have not subscribed to my main channel, please do it today if you're interested, let's say, in the maritime and shipping world. First of all, the first channel, the MOC membership, has a lot of different material, such as for training, for self-improvement, and also some project which can improve the overall performance of the companies. I have been working for 20 years within the shipping and maritime industry, delivering one of the best available projects with really small investments and high return on the investments in very, very short period. That's why this material and the methodology that I have created, the training methodology, is the best available methodology around the globe. Due to I have relentlessly created material which has been tested by the experience. And today, my dear friends, we will deep dive around the accidents. We will see some of the accidents and incidents that continuously happening in our, let's say, world, not only the shipping, but also in the daily activities that are people taking. And we will see the reasons behind why these accidents and incidents still happen. What is the reason and how we are able to prevent them? First of all, for all the things that we are doing, is it maintenance? Is it, let's say, some repairs? Is it some specific tasks? Whatever we are doing, we have to evaluate the risks that are related with. Even walking across the streets, it takes additional attention to the risks on the environment that we are, let's say, walking or passing a let's say, light or something. So as we are changing the directions, as we are changing, let's say, and walking around the streets or walking around different areas, also the profile of the risks change. You can go, let's say, for example, to a neighborhood which is dangerous, which is, let's say, for example, has another profile risk. So in that case, that means you will have much more risk. The similar happens in the marine environment. But most of the time, what we are forgetting, we forget some of interesting things because we rely that this environment it is highly skilled and highly protected. And this is where the most horrific accidents and incidents are happening. By only start to thinking that we are in the safe zone, we directly remove all the available barriers and risk profiles that we are able to think about. So basically, our mindset completely switch off the risk and we do not see the real risk that it imposes. Also, one important thing is in order to see the real risks that are related, you need to have experience. You need to have experience of ship going, you need to have experience of visiting terminals, you have to need experience by reading the incidents, by also self-reflect some of the minor, let's say, events that happen, also reporting, also a very early reporting, and create that environment which is truly transparent and not just an environment which is made to feel the incident as it is just for the reporting. Okay, so we are shift our mind in the way that we are reporting the things as they are. And from the other side also, we are waiting, let's say, from the management to respond accordingly to the findings. Because if there is only one way, let's say, reporting or reporting of the things, so the accidents from the people, and there is no action, let's say, taken, that means that the reporting itself cancels. So it goes out without any value, without any changes, and this approach destroy all the purpose of the reporting of the incidents, analyze them, and make that corrections that are necessary. This is the purpose of this system. But most of the time, what is happening? People are overloaded, they have their duties already, so they are not able to keep up with that things, and due to lack of people, nobody really cares of what is happening, why it is happening, so they will not stop and ask some additional questions or spend time. So this requires additional time, additional teams that will be specifically allocated to analyze stage by stage and route by route, taking from the beginning, analyzing all the events, why they happen, and then make the corrections. If the analysis itself has been done and it's not been followed by the companies, it basically cancels all the effort, okay? And there's many times that I have seen also in my, let's say, working environment, that failing to do that, you basically lose the opportunity to improve the vessel and improve the future accidents to reoccur. So basically, the incidents and the accidents will reoccur. Maybe it is, let's say, something very simple, which was not given the proper attention, and then it escalates to something higher and something bigger than it actually imposes risk, okay? So the proper attention should be given at the proper time in order to break the chain of reaction. Because if we have only our goal, how to do the things and how to do the work, just focus on the task itself without taking in account all the risk, what is related with that, we have lost the game. Sooner or later, the accident will appear. That's why I'm really keen that people on board are more spending time to identify the risks rather than perform, let's say, high load of work, okay? Because also when you perform high load of work, when your work increases the load, you already forget about the risk profiles, okay? The risk management and all that thing, because you already thinking, your mind is running ahead of how to complete another task. So this is a completely mindset shift. And very important thing is, in order to apply this kind of mindset in key positions like management, managers, owners, fleet department, technical fleet department, they should know these things. If you have a person which is only driven by delivering goals, making, let's say, pleasing the company with wherever it's possible, just to bring, let's say, the results, then the risk profile it's not being seen, then it leads to real accidents. And you know, I had many cases while I was working, let's say, in Rotterdam, where people was calling me. I was technical advisor there, and they asked me for the permission to do specific jobs. When I analyze the nature of the work and basis my experience, and what is the consequences that this can create it, because basically I know the nature of the work, I have done that work by myself, so I know how much complicate and what risk it can impose in case if one of the things will go wrong. Then by analyzing that, I said clear no for this and these reasons. But these people continue to push, to push, to push, to push, to push, to push, to push again. So they didn't know the nature of the work. They didn't understand how this work can affect the terminal or the vessel in the event that something goes wrong. Okay, they do not know that, and this is the reason why they push things forward, due to their inexperience. And this is true, there's a lot of people unexperienced and are not able to understand the reasons behind which are pushing. And when the breakdowns happen, they say, oh, this happens. Basically, they will not say nothing, they will disappear, like they does not have any responsibility and accountability. Yes, they will completely disappear, they will not say nothing. So always take the risk profile before approve something, before say no. Always take yes that risk profile, and most of the times, if you look, most of things related with that, you can say easily that um, yes, that most of the jobs it's not necessary to be done at that specific time. And you can see later on that this vessel has done its job on another location, they find everything, and yes, it will happen like that. They will find some other solution. There is a lot of different solutions. There's maybe 300 different solutions to do a specific thing, a certain thing, differently, and not just the one thing that we are, let's say, forced to that. Everybody is concentrated to that. Okay, yes, we will do that, but then you understand that these things are not moving there where we required. We are not reaching our goal, and basically we create more problems, we create more delays, and we increase the risks by pushing things in the direction that it's not required. So that's why I have been shared through the years all the knowledge and methodology that it requires to shift your mind in that way that you will see things different and you will not allocate it yourself, closed and pushed by others' opinion, which does not have any weight when they are said, because there is no experience, there is no background in behind in order to support it. And first of all, the first thing that you have to have in mind, who is that person that said that thing? Does he has experience? Does he has, let's say, some authority on the location that you are working? If he does not have any authority, you should not give any authority to them. So basically, what they are doing, they are hovered over your words. In the event, in the event that something goes wrong, they said, he was the one who said, this is the email, take it the email. Okay? He was the one that said these things. This is the email, take the email, yes, and do whatever you like. I don't care. So everyone, yes, wants to do their job, wants to do their, let's say, things, but at the end, you are the one who will receive all the negativity if the things go wrong, and things we can see they can go wrong if there is not proper risk management. So be really careful when you give your approval, your permission, and the nature of the work to be done. Because each and every task which adds to the operations, it is something additional and needs additional attention. So that's why we should be really, really careful. So join my first channel, MOC memberships. Get some membership there because it will shift your mind completely. And also, very important thing is that I'm really glad to all the memberships that has been purchased for the moment. I believe for sure that you have made the best available option in order to lift your knowledge further. I'm 100% sure for that, and I'm really glad and I'm really thankful for you that you purchased that knowledge. Because when I look on the knowledge, when I share this knowledge, it is completely pure as it is from the field. So it has a huge value, it is being tested, and also I really enjoy to share that material with you because I believe it has high value and high potential for your future development. That is for sure. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye from MOC Talks. My name is Mihail and see you in the next video. Bye bye.